2014, December, bronze, first question, the marathon. Let's get into it. Unhappy with the poor health of his cows, Farmer Jones enrolled them in an assortment of different physical fitness activities. His prize cow Bessie is enrolled in a running class where she is eventually expected to run a marathon through the downtown area, the city, near Farmer Jones' farm. The marathon course consists of n checkpoint. It is bigger than 3 and then smaller than 10,000, 100,000, and to be visited in sequence, where checkpoint 1 is the starting location and checkpoint n is the finish. Bessie is supposed to visit all of these checkpoints one by one, but being the lazy cow she decides that she will skip up to one checkpoint in order to shorten her total journey. She cannot skip checkpoint 1 or n because 1 is starting location and n is the finish. However, since that would be too noticeable, please have Bessie find the minimum distance that she has to run if she can skip up to one checkpoint. Note that since the course is set in a downtown area with a grid of streets, the distance between two checkpoints at location x1, y1 and x2, y2 is given by absolute number x1 minus x2 plus absolute number y1 minus y2. This is way of measuring distance by the difference in x plus the difference in y. Is sometimes known as Manhattan distance, right? Because it is reflect the fact that in downtown grid you can travel parallel to the x or y axis, but you cannot travel along the direct line as the crow flies. What it means is, let's say this is a city, and then city has this is road, let's say this is x1, y1. This point is x1, y1, and this point is x2 and y2. In this case, what is distance of cow is he only came through the road, so and then she could not fly like crow, so she could not fly. This is impossible. So she able to go to run through the road here, and then he can go to here. So total distance is here, this one plus this one. Does this make sense? So this one is x1, x2. So this one means, let's say this is 0, 0. And then we can say this one minus, let's say this one, this is x1 minus x2, this one. So this is distance. So this is the same as here. So go here, and then also we can also calculate y. And then we able to add. That is total distance from here to here. Okay, good. And then we can put file, but the sample input is, we can say here, let me paste in here. So we have marathon.in file, and then the meaning. The first line gives the value of n. So this is 4 means there are 4 checkpoints. And the next n line each contain 2 space separated integer. That means this is 1 line, right? And then this is space separated, means this one. Space separated integers, means there are 0 and 0. That means x and y. So this is x and y. So we can say 0, 0 is the location. So in this case, 0, 0, this is 0, 0, right? So this is first. And then second is 8, 3. 8, 3 is 8, 3. And then this is next. And then 11 minus 1 is, this is 11 minus 1 is, next is here. And then finally, 10, 0 is here. So the marathon route is 0, 1, 2, 3. So he able to go here, and then go to here, and here. That is fine location. Does it make sense? Okay. So, and then after this, we needed to make a new file, marathon.out. Output the minimum distance of basic can run by skipping up to 1 skip point. Don't forget to end your output with a new line. That means we need to make output. And then let's say first is 14, and then next, let's say next is 200. It must be started with a new line. And then in the sample cases shown here, skipping the checkpoint at 8,3 leaves the minimum total distance of 14. That means if we skip this location, we can get minimum distance, and then it is 14. So output must be type 14 like this. Okay, let me delete. So what I do first is we need to import the data we need to test. So I'm gonna use import sys, and then I'm gonna use import sys and standard input. And then I'm gonna use open method, and then file name is marathon.in, and then we send the parameter is r. Then now we can get the data, use input method like this. Then we can get 4 here, right? This is 4. And then how we able to get next one? Just simple. Just add one more input. Then we can get 4, 0, 0. Each time, if we use input, we can get next data. So in this case, 4 is, we do not use 4. We only gonna use this one. So first, we need to throw away the first 4 just for the input. And then we're gonna use duration for line in standard input. Then we can get data from here, one by one, here to here. So first, this must be, first line must be this one. This is a string. So we're gonna use a split. Then maybe we can make it, it is 0, 0, right? And then, but this is the string, right? We need to convert into int. So we're gonna use map and change int. Then maybe we can change it to 0 and 0. But this one is the map object. So to convert to array, we're gonna use list like this. So, and then we're gonna put it into point and into here. So what we will do is point, append, and first line split, and this is only this is this one, right? So we convert the integer. And then this is map object, so we convert it to list. Then we can see point like this. Oh, sorry, this is right? Yeah, this is what we want. So let's say example one. For this, we're gonna use point. This one must be 14, right? And then this one, and we're gonna make a marathon function and the input point, and then we're gonna use function we just made, and then put point like this, and it should be return 14. Does this make sense? Okay, cool. This one no need. I'm gonna delete this one. Okay, so first, okay, let's make approach. First approach is we're gonna use brute force solution, and then let's say again, this is 0,0, 1, and 8,3, 2, and 11, minus 1, 2, finally 10, 0, 3, right? So first, we cannot skip the start point here. We cannot skip. And then also we cannot skip finish line. And then we able to skip this one and this one. So first we're gonna skip the A3. So first is must be 1, 2, 3. This one is same as here. From here to distance here from here plus some plus here to here, right? And then we can calculate the first distance, and then second also we can calculate here to here, and here to here, because this one will be skipped. And then this one distance is 2, and then we're gonna return small value between distance. So to calculate this one, first we needed to find which point needed to skip. So this we can do start from here to here, right? This one to here. If there are one more data, maybe we need step is this one 3. Skip start point is here to here, right? Because this one could not skip. So to iterate this one, it take big O n minus start and end 2. And to calculate all of distance except 1, it take time complexity is n minus it also 2. Because here to here, 1. Okay, let's skip this one. Here to here, and here to here. So 4, it is 2. Does this make sense? If this one is skipped, also you take 1, 2. So, and then each time to calculate this value, each time we needed to calculate this one too. So this one must be multiplied. So final time complexity is big O n minus 2 multiply big O n minus 2. In this case, we are able to delete minus 2. This is constant. So this is right. So this is n square. And then I think we don't need to use any data structure. So space is constant. Okay, let's make it better. In this case, we're gonna, our target is linear time, big O n, constant. How we are able to make this is, first I'm gonna calculate all distance from here to here, here to here, here to here. And then let's say this is all. And then next, we're gonna check the if data is missing, checkpoint is missing, how we able to save the distance. That means this is okay. Let's check that this is 1, 2, 3. Then this is 1, 2, 3. If we not skip this one, maybe distance is from here to here. And then if we skip this one, the Bessie able to go to root 3 directly. Let's say this is 3, this is 2, and this is 4. Then if we skip it, we can save 1 mile. The reason is this one is 3 plus 2 is 5. And then we can deduct 4, 5. And then if we deduct 4, then means this one minus this one is 1. Then if we skip 1, we are able to save the 1. And then let's say same way, if we not pass this one, if we save this one too, which one we need to skip it? That's right, because that is 2. Because this is, we can save more. So what I do is, first I calculate all, you take big O n, and then I'm gonna iterate only the checkpoint able to miss from here to here. It also you take big O linear, and this is plus or multiply. Right, this is plus because we can calculate separately. So finally this is big O to n, and we can say this is big O n. So finally we can meet linear time with constant space. Okay, then let's dive into the code. Sorry. First I'm gonna make a sub function, namely to get distance. And then we need the 2 pointer to checkpoint. And then maybe if we say this is 1 and 2, 1 must be 0, 0, 2 is 8, 3, the distance must be absolute number of 1 x value minus 2 x value plus ABS 1, 2, 1. Based on the Manhattan distance, right? And then we needed to do all. All is we start from 0, and then we're gonna calculate all point. So let's say current next, and then next current next, and current next. I'm gonna use two pointer, current and next. So if we able to pointing current here, next here, we can use it to calculate the distance from here to here, right? And then next iteration, we are also able to, if we pointing here, we are easy to calculate here. And finally, we are able to do. What we able to do is, first current must be start with 0.0, right? So this is 0.0. I'm gonna iterate next in point. Start from here, where? Right, here. So because this is index 0, 1, oh, this is so 1, 2, 3, right? So we're gonna start from 1. So point start with 1. And calculate all. First is current here, next here, right? So this turns from current and next. And then next time, current must be same position of next, right? To calculate it. So we're gonna update current position to next. And current is next. Then next time, next must be increase 1 here, right? Based on the iteration. First next here, next here. And then before going to next step, current will be updated here. So current is going to here, right? This current updated here. So we can calculate this one. The same way, after finishing, current is the next. So next is next. So finally, we can calculate all of that. Does this make sense? And then next, to calculate 3, maybe in this time we need to do different way. How are we able to do? Maybe we can use pointer. So able to miss is here and here, right? So we're gonna use index. So let's say this is I, and this is what is this? This is I minus 1, right? And then we can then next is I plus 1. And then next time, also I must be 2, and I minus 1, I plus 1. So at this time we can easy to calculate from I minus 1 to I plus 1. And then minus here. This one is same, right? 0, 0 and 8,3 here. That means here to here is this one, right? And then here to here is this one. And here with this here is this one. So we need this one add, deduct. Then we can get the location, how we are able to save. Does this make sense? We're gonna use this one. For I in range, start from where? Start from 1, right? 1, 2 length point minus 1 because start and finish line we could not delete it. And then on length we can calculate distance point. Start from where? I minus 1, right? I minus 1 to I. So I minus 1, comma, point I. Next, you're going to add distance point where I to I plus 1. I point I plus 1. This is here, right? And then we're gonna deduct this one. This is I minus 1, I plus 1. And then let's say current max is initialized with 0. C max is current max. Sorry, C max is we're gonna get max, current max with length, bigger number of between C max with length. Then finally we're gonna return all minus C max. Then we can expect value is 14. Does it make sense? And then we can write the calculated number to output. To do that, we're gonna use std out property. And then often out, and this is double. Double is the right. Then we cannot see the output at the terminal anymore, console anymore, but we can see here. We could not see 14, but we cannot see here. Now it's ready to upload the file to USACO website. So let's upload it. We're gonna use the recently Python version of Python, and then upload the file and submit solution. Already passed it. Thank you.